Didn't make it.
What up? What? Podcast experience feedback. Yeah, okay, I won't get that loud again. My bad. My bad.
Okay. I need to... I'm getting there.
Okay. As long as you get in there.
Just as long as everybody else gets on there.
Did you turn the speaker off, honey?
It's off now.
It's off now. They had the thing about the feedback.
Oh.
Put this over there before too many people talking about what y'all eating.
Too bad. I need my tea. Alright, we're all kinds of discombobulated.
Discombobulated.
Hello, roasted taco.
Oh, see, y'all starting that already? Already talking about the roasted taco. Alright, y'all. Oops, I can't get that loud. I get feedback again.
Okay. Yes, we were having technical difficulties. Thank you, Kitty, for trying to help us out.
Yeah, shout out to Kitty. She gave us a call. We were trying to shoot from a different location, from a friend's homestead, but their upload speed just wasn't cutting it. But that's okay. We love her anyway. She's like a sister to us.
And we'll be going back there after we're done.
For tacos.
For tacos.
Tacos. Tacos.
Winter at Bass, yes. I did get your email about the West Virginia lamb.
You're screaming in my ear.
I'm sorry. We haven't had our dinner yet, Kitty.
Still screaming in my ear.
Well, get over it.
I mean, it's like in the ear.
No, yeah, we haven't had dinner yet. We're just eating a couple pieces of cheese.
We're being cheesy.
Hold us over.
So.
Is Wirecast new? No, not for us anyway. We've been using it since we started. But
I mean, Alderman Farms use it also, and I think a couple of other creators use it.
Oh, you know what? I did the #1 cardinal rule of sweet tea.
What?
I totally messed up. I didn't shake the sugar. I'm sorry.
See, if I was a vindictive husband, I would have turned the camera so that way y'all could have watched her try to shake that big old jug. But I'm not vindictive like that.
Sorry. My tea's not sweet. What?
So, I think we might need to go over to Winter Bass's house. They're having roasted pork tacos.
Oh, barbecue tacos.
Yeah, barbecue.
Yeah, Karen, I kind of screwed up. I was in such a hurry to get the tea made.
Oh, no, don't talk to Karen.
That I completely forgot, and there's all kinds of sugar on the bottom.
Karen is a whistleblower.
Why?
She don't even drop a dime. She drops manhole covers. Boom! She went over. We had the perfect anniversary gag set up for Bumblebee. She goes over and does it, but what does she add? I bet you can guess who's leading this wagon train.
That's okay. I still love you, Karen.
Yeah, I didn't say we didn't love her. I just said she was dropping manhole covers.
Oh, well. I make a heck of good Mexican food with a southern flair. I bet that's fantastic.
So,
Mexican food and barbecue. That's got to be good. She said, LOL, sorry.
You ain't sorry. You know you ain't sorry. You thought it was funny. Okay, well, we got something in the mail today.
We got a couple things in the mail that you haven't mentioned.
Well, see, the one I can't mention.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to be a surprise. And I'm so... Look, is Simply Circus on here yet?
Well, if they are, they haven't chimed in
anything
yet. How do we like Wirecast?
We love it.
We like it because...
And we're using the free version, too. We don't pay nothing for it.
Yeah, it seems to... The interface seems to work really good with YouTube. We're having a really hard time with OBS, and I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. We're just trying really hard. Is it a working timepiece for fried squash?
No.
Now, there's a reason why fried squash's timepiece
Teresa must not have got to that part in the video yet. She just found him.
Oh,
so
okay.
At least I think that was her that sent me the message.
I think, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. Fried squash's clock will always stay at 2200. And I always get choked up doing this.
I know, but
and the reason for that is
currently
22 veterans take their life a day, on average, a day, due to PTSD and other issues. And we're just not being taken care of. And until that gets fixed,
it's going to stay there.
That's going to stay there. Boom.
Grandpa says, hi, Squish.
What's up, non-cuddle buddy?
Not just no.
Don't say nothing, because Bonsai will boot you.
He's not in here right now, not yet.
Well, it's on Donna. It's on average of about 22, and so it's the squash's not mine. Squash's clock is on 2200.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Whoa, Grandpa, come on now. It's 6 o'clock. Let's keep. I know we're normally late night.
Where's Bonsai at? Get him, Bonsai. Get him.
Get him, kitty.
Put him in timeout. But
he took it off. It was funny, but yeah.
No, it was hilarious. But it's 6 o'clock, man.
It's 6 o'clock, man. That's the whole reason we turned off the cable.
But back on.
I'm sorry. Yes. Okay.
We got this in the mail today. Now.
For now. Yeah. So we got our new monitor, and then Squash got something in the mail. Very cool.
That I so desperately want to share with you guys, but I made a promise that it would just happen in a Squash video. So
right. So Squash will present it.
So Squash will. Y'all just see it with Squash. But today we went to the old mailbox.
Now wait. Before you do that, I got some cool mail this week too.
I want to talk about you.
I got some really cool mail.
Yeah, you got some major cool mail.
I got something from Pennsylvania. I got something from California. And I got something from Missouri. All in 1 week. All the same thing. Can anybody guess? I want to see if anybody can guess what I got.
Tacos.
No, not tacos.
Why not?
Well, I mean, tacos would be great, but I don't know that they would ship well. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Talu. Hey, Tawana. Glad to see you back from yesterday. Oh, I know. Very good. Scoby snacks. Yes, I have 3 Scobies. I Wear Aprons gave me one from Pennsylvania. I got one from Doug and Stacy in Missouri, and I got one from Candy Hill out in California. And I'm gonna let y'all know, we don't have to worry about that California Scoby. She told me not to worry about it, that it would be just fine.
Yeah, she sent the California Scoby packing to support the Second Amendment.
That's it. Yep. She says so. It's good to go. Alright, so
this is what we're gonna do with all of those Scobies.
Be looking for a video on that, and it's gonna take us a while because our children are going to do a science project on those.
I don't agree.
Why? Why?
Because I want kombucha.
Well, you're gonna get kombucha. The thing is, though, is we're gonna see how it works with 3 separate Scobies from 3 different parts of the country. And
hi, William McFadden. Hey, State of Grace.
Anyway, and no, Bass Family Homestead, Haven, that's what we were talking about. Candy told me not to worry about her Scoby because it won't turn us liberal. She said it's coming from a very conservative place, so it'll be good to go. So, alright, so with that being said, it's not going to take long for the Scobies to brew because it's still really warm here, so it won't take long for them. So maybe like next week we'll probably have a video out about it. Alright, Yes, Scobies look like alien brains.
That's the polite way to put it, Brad.
So
next time we talk on the phone, ask me what I think they look like.
Alright, so now for the really cool.
Can I share now?
Yes, not that the Scobies weren't really cool, but this is really cool too.
Okay. This came in the mail today, and it's from. Can I say who it's from?
I think it's on the thing. Does it say so right there?
Yeah, but they can't see that.
Oh.
It's from Living on a Dime.
Whoa, and you're gonna throw stuff out. Yes, it's from Living on a Dime.
Living on a Dime.
And they're from Colorado? Yes, Colorado? Yes, Colorado. Yes.
They're from Living on a Dime.
Yeah.
And they sent us some soap. Okay. I think this is the beard soap that she wants me to try. I don't know. I gotta ask her if they're in here.
She's not in here yet,
okay.
But she might be. We'll see.
So we got this. So I think this is a beard soap. I'm not 100% sure. Or beard. It's a beer shampoo.
Beard.
Then we got these uber cool ones.
And this is what started the whole conversation. When we were doing our interview with them, I don't know if anybody has gotten a chance to see it, but if you haven't...
She's jumping the gun.
That's kind of funny. But anyway, they did an interview.
Oh, no, she wouldn't.
Nope. They did an interview with us, and it's actually really a really good interview. They also did one with Big Family Homestead. You can check those out on their page.
But since I'm better looking than Brad, I got soap.
But anyway.
We got one with a cherry on it.
She made those on her show. Very cool.
See, the bad thing about these soaps, and I'm just going to be straight up. I'm going to be straight up for real.
Okay.
When you put cherries and stuff like that on it, and it smells the way it smells.
The masculinity just goes right out the window, doesn't it?
Well, no, it doesn't. Because, see, it could be late at night, and I get up for a snack, and I just see the cherry, and I smell it, and it's... I'll be eating soap.
You did that. That was our first introduction to lemongrass when we got.
This is why I say that, and this is why I say it's kind of not fair. Okay, this one has the cherry on top,
and what does it smell like?
Can I finish, please? And if we had smell-o-vision, it smells good.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yes, it smells great.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Now. The woman knows I love tacos, okay?
And she knows we raise pork for bacon.
Yes. So what did she send me? Bacon smelling soap. Now, I'm a little concerned about this soap. One, I'm afraid if I take it out of this, that late at night I might take a bite out of it.
You might.
But two, I'm more afraid that if I bathe with it, that my child might take a bite out of me.
LaDessa.
I'm afraid LaDessa might chew on me. Okay, but the really cool ones that she pulled out, and I just told her, I said, I gotta have it.
Okay, wait. Yes, Brad, that's where we're going. Don't ruin it. Okay, go ahead. Show them.
She makes these super cool pro Second Amendment soaps. I got this one, and because I'm better looking than Brad, I got this one.
No, it doesn't smell like gunpowder. This is the funny part.
No, it smells.
That one's should be lavender, I think she said. Yes, this is lavender.
But right now, if Nancy Reagan was watching this and seeing us sniffing all this, she'd be screaming at the screen, "Just say no! Just say no!"
Yes, Teresa, it's a his and hers. That's exactly right.
Yep. Now, this one got me a little emotional.
Yes.
Because this one is just
very cool.
Like uber stupid cool.
Well, let me tell you how cool this woman is. When she was doing the interview with us, we were talking about some different stuff, and one of the things that came up was the lavender. She showed us the soap, and we told her that she said that she makes them with lavender, and I said lavender's great because Jason uses that for his PTSD, and she immediately, without even, we hadn't asked anything about the soaps at all. She was just showing it to us. And she said, "Oh, well, I'm going to send you one She said, because I would really love for you to. And then she even said, you know what? I'm actually going to send you 2, one for decoration and one to actually use. So anyway.
Now she sent this one. I'm getting ready to show you guys, and it's really cool because we shared with them where our name came from, and so she sent this soap.
It's hard to see.
It's hard to see, but there's a bear on it, a big old bear on it.
Right on the top.
Right on the top. So this one will never get used.
No.
It'll always be. I'll probably take the saran wrap off of the bear.
Yeah.
But so if y'all could do me a favor,
if you're not already subscribed to Living on a Dime, please go over there and subscribe. But I would like us to fill their comments on let's just pick the video interview with us. And just go over there and just thank them for sending these soaps to us. I know we got a lot of vets in here, so you guys know why I kind of get choked up right now. But the thing that's really cool is that, you know, we were just expecting a little envelope with these 2 soaps that she said she was going to send us. And the next thing we know, we open up this big, huge, no, we don't want you to put tacos on there.
No.
Tell them thank you. That this is, definitely make sure that we just tell them thank you for being thoughtful and kind, because they really are.
Yeah.
Mike will always, whenever he can, if Jason needs help, he stops everything he's doing. Between him and Brad, those guys are some awesome people in my
If you
book.
feel like you just got to say tacos, go over to one of Brad's older videos and watch it and share it and put tacos on that one. But on Living on a Dime, please, if you guys could, if you're not subscribed to them, go on over there, hit the subscribe button. There's so much knowledge with...
And it's different than the stuff we do. Sorry. But it's different than the homesteading stuff. It's more...
Do you think? It's called Living on a Dime.
Well, most homesteaders have to live on a dime. So
yeah, but we don't name our channels Living on a Dime.
I've seen Frugal Homestead and things of that nature.
That's
so don't
frugal
even...
homestead. It's not Living on a
About to be some spousal abuse here.
Yeah.
Diving in color.
But,
so anyway.
But if y'all could just go over there. This homesteading network probably has all of the people that have huge hearts.
Yes.
In it. And you can tell that every day when we're getting on in the chat rooms. I mean, we've got our own little insomnia club. You know, that there's about 30 y'all that on nights that I can't sleep, y'all usually are kind of like right on the same sleep schedule. That we're up talking about everything and anything till almost 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Yep.
And what do you say?
And big heads.
What's he talking about, big heads?
I have no idea.
He wanted a huge grape. But
hey, Oily Prepper. Good to see you back today.
Hey, Oily.
We had a lot of really good conversation last night.
You're changing the subject.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get deep.
Oh, don't. Not with this crowd. What are you talking about? They like to be right on the surface.
And you're messing it up. I'm trying to pour my heart out.
Go ahead, pour your heart out.
I'm trying to pour my heart out. And
let me have your tea while you pour your heart out.
Oh, you pour me some more tea?
I'll pour you some tea. Big heads for big brains. There you go. Anyway.
I don't think that's what he was talking about. But anyway, I just want you guys to know that we love you guys. Trying my best to get it to where Brad can come live next door.
That would be awesome.
But they might make a county law against that or something once they see us two together.
Yeah, that could be bad.
But you know, we're trying to get Kitty's homestead around in the area. You know, so
start a big old prepper community, prepper homesteader.
We just gonna take over Elberton, Georgia.
Would not be very hard.
And
Oh, can you imagine the 4th of July? Well, see, here's the thing.
As long as ain't no fireworks.
We can't do any fireworks because Jason will be in the next county if we do.
I'm getting better with fireworks.
You are.
But so, okay, so we did our opening of the box. Yes. And again, if Living on a Dime, if y'all are in here, thank you so much.
If not, maybe you'll see it later.
This was awesome.
That's the great thing about these live broadcasts. They stay up, so maybe.
Yeah, so please, again, please go over there. If you're already subbed, go over there to that video that's the interview with us and just thank them for taking care of a shot up old jawhead. Nothing else.
Okay, so Kitty's like, yeah, we're looking. USA Kiwi's like, don't laugh. Brian and I were looking at land there and saw a few places. And she said, oh my God, just the thought of the trouble you both would cause. Okay. And again, the oil stuff that we did last night was absolutely incredible. A lot of information. A lot of people that know quite a bit about oils, which was really nice to have in the chat box because we couldn't answer all the questions all the time. Nope. So that was it was nice.
And so what Mama's going to do is Tuesday on our 8 to 9, or really 8 to whenever.
Well, it'll be 8 to 9 for me
until Brad adds somebody else. Mama's going to talk oils from like 8 to 9, and then the Insomnia Club can take over afterwards.
I think what I'm going to do is very similar to the group that we used to have when we were in Augusta. We would pick one oil.
I think that's a good idea.
And we'll talk about the properties of it and what it's good for, what it's not good for, things it might clash with, and go from there. Yeah, we are missing Wayne. He went fishing.
He went fishing. I tried calling him on Skype just so I can say that I called him and he didn't answer, but
yeah. So, all right. So yeah. So basically, with the oils, what we'll do is, you know what, Old Ways, that's an awesome idea. We need to make a T-shirt that's Insomnia Club.
It'll be done next week.
We'll do that for next week. Thank you for the inspiration, Old Ways. Old Ways, do me a favor, send me an email.
Because you just got a free T-shirt.
Yeah, because we're going to send you a T-shirt once we get them made. BigBearFarms@hotmail.com. Alright. Let's see. Can you just imagine all we talk about and having to break it down show by show? Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah. And the other thing that I'm going to do is... not only will we talk about what the oil is good for and the properties, but what we may do is make some, like I might show you how to make something with it, or like a rollerball recipe or something like that.
Hold on now. You ain't got but an hour, and then the Insomnia Club takes over.
Right, but it won't take long. And oh, that's right. Living on a Dime is at 8, so I thought they were on tonight. So
we're kicking it to
get
them?
to see. No, Eastern Standard. So there's somebody before us.
Yeah, we got to figure out. Who are we kicking it to? I forget.
I don't remember. I gotta look at that. Okay, so Susan, I am so glad you're in here. I have your T-shirt. I'm still working on some cards for you to be able to pass out at your church. So we'll get with you. So DV Homestead. That's right. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it. Yeah, and if you haven't gone over to our website, you could check out all the shirts that we've made so far, except for this one.
You say that at the end.
Are on the website. Well, I always forget because we're always in a hurry. We have so much fun on these conversations that I always forget to say something. So, okay.
Right now you're being cheesy.
Cheesy. Okay, so 7 to 8 's DV Homestead, 8 to 9 Living on a Dime, 9 to 10 Deep South, 10 to 11 American Homestead. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that. All right, so what are we talking about today? Because this is kind of a last minute thing.
You know, you just said American Homestead. Am I the only one that is like uberly digging the way that he's doing his live stream?
Oh, I love it because
I can turn it on the big screen and turn it up, and then I can wrestle the kids to bed, and I can do everything, and I can still hear him. It's like, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago, it was Off the Grid News had a podcast going on.
Right.
And I mean, they still got it going on. it's just not as, to me, I don't enjoy it as much as I did.
It's not as raw as it used to be.
Mm-hmm. And that's what they remind me of, his voice and everything. And I mean, I just absolutely...
Well, here's the way I am. You know, we all get to see each other. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty cool that you actually have the enigma of not being able to see him.
It's not an enigma. If you would watch his shit.
I do watch his other stuff, but in that moment, there's just a little bit of mystery. Like, I guess it's just a female brain. I'm kind of like, I wonder, like, can you just picture them sitting by the laptop with nothing but the light of the laptop there, or they got a candle, or
they got a little bit more on than just the light of the laptop.
I meant light-wise. Well, again, that doesn't matter, and I'm not thinking that, but you obviously were. Woo! Okay, 6 o'clock, honey. It's not 9.
What are you thinking about? Okay, so we're gonna kick it about things to do to get ready for winter.
Right.
Because, you know, if you're just now starting to get ready for winter, you're a little bit behind the 8 ball.
Terry's Solar Dog House time. Hey, we were just talking about you.
There they are, living on a dime. Hey guys.
Guess what we got?
Guess what we got today? And this one, yeah.
Give her your little heart.
This one's super cool. But
yep, we did. We got the soap.
Yep. And is this one the beard soap that you wanted us to try?
Mike said tacos. No tacos.
Is this one the beard soap?
More than soap. Heartfelt feelings too. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're gonna get off this now.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody gets a little choked up. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the things that you should be doing and
to get ready for winter.
No, that's berry soap, she said. That's what I told you. I thought that was blueberry. Oh. So anyway, okay.
I'm loving the...
Oh! Did you catch anything, Wayne? I want to know if Wayne caught something. How far is the country club from you? Are you talking about the one in Hartwell or the one in Elbert? I have no idea.
There's a country club?
I didn't even know there was a country club. Anyway, all right. So Wayne, what did you catch? I want to know. No, see anything. You gotta wait a second. So anyway,
Wayne doesn't know how to spell, so he's probably getting his kids to spell the words for him.
Okay, Kitty, I'll tell you about that later. I gotta do some research myself because I have no idea.
I hope it's not that. I hope she's not talking about the thing that we learned about after we moved here that's only a mile and a half.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk later.
Anyway, but a catfish. Good job.
Getting ready for winter. If you haven't been chopping wood all summer, getting your wood supply up, you're way behind on that. I've been chopping and splitting wood for the fur shed every morning for the last 2 months, 3 months,
almost 3 months.
Yeah. And we got us a good little stack that should last us through trapping season.
Hopefully,
as long as it's not 80 degrees again here on Christmas.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Your fall gardens should be mostly in, if not all the way in, depending on your location. Like us, we have a lot of time to play because of it. Really does. We don't usually get our first frost until
ours is late,
like Christmas, New Year's. But we do start getting a little cooler during then. I mean, hunting season opens up here in 2 days for squirrel, but of course I'm not touching that until
it's still too hot.
The weevils.
It's way
you
too
gotta
hot.
worry about the weevils.
No, warbles. Isn't that what Grandpa said?
Warbles, weevils. It depends on what part of the country you're from.
We all fall down?
It's like pecan and pecan.
Yeah, okay, so Old Ways New Times said it was 80 degrees on Christmas. Yes, it was here too. It was, I mean, I was so upset at Christmas because my kids put a lot of thought into my gifts last year. They got me a really nice jacket to wear outside. They got me a nice Sherpa lined flannel shirts, all kinds of long sleeve stuff. And you know, on Christmas you want to sport that new stuff, walk around. Man, I couldn't do it. It was so hot. It was
Well, you
killing
could if
me.
you wanted to.
Yeah. So, oh wow. Ours can be August 30th, the first frost. Woo!
I want to come live where you are.
So,
It's still
okay,
hot.
Susan says, I'm so jealous. We get one chance at a garden. Frost will be coming along very soon. Yeah, here, there's like 2 growings. Like, you can start really early and do a whole second wave.
Yeah.
Like, we did a second wave
Like
of cucumbers.
we could start tomatoes again right about now and stand a really good chance of getting them again. Maybe you almost sometimes, like a summer like this, it would almost behoove us to wait a couple of weeks and then put some more tomato plants in the ground.
You think that, but then all of a sudden,
But
we
when
get
you
a frost in
yeah,
September.
but when you do that, it's blammo.
Oh, Karina said usually Christmas is -10. Thank you, Grandpa. Warbles in rabbits and squirrels, weevils in wheat and flour. I love it. That's the easiest way to remember that. Okay, we don't know what a real winter is. My kids have never seen snow. 3 out of 5 are grown. Holy cow.
That's just wrong. See, we done it to ourselves. It's all of that global warming, ozone holes and stuff, cow farts.
Winter Bass said, I just got yelled at by my 4-year-old because our blueberries and blackberries went bad before we can use them. LOL. He stood there with the pack in his hand, I guess. PK in his hand. I guess the pack. Alright, so anyway. Alright, so what kind of things are everybody doing now
To get ready for winter.
get ready for winter?
Have you guys started, those of you that are on a well, have you started insulating your pipes to freshen up the insulation around the pipes so your pipes don't freeze? Is your pump house, is it secure? Is there any leaks? Does any wood need to be replaced in case you do get a snow or ice that could cave in and bust up your well? Because that can get expensive.
But yeah, I mean, that's what we're...
Pipes, if you got a crawl space or in a basement up underneath the house, if they're exposed, wrap them in that styrofoam, newspaper, old towels, anything really.
Well, another thing that somebody taught me is this time of year, all of the pool noodles go on sale because nobody's using them now.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take those and actually cut a slit in them and put them on your pipes too. They work also.
They work great.
So, I mean, you can pay out the nose at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, but those will work just as good.
And this will tell you how old I am. This is the time of the year that everybody would be putting their storm windows on.
Well, Bass Family Haven just said plastic on the windows. There's some people that have to start securing.
Yep.
Right.
You got to start thinking about your animals. Do you have enough hay and straw put up for them to overwinter with?
See, I saw a friend of ours posted.
Yeah, Daniel.
Yeah, he posted his picture. It said our version of farmers insurance.
Yep. You guys that get a lot of snow. Wayne, don't be getting on Skype now. I tried to call you earlier. You guys that get a lot of snow. You guys up there with Brad and Wayne and all you Virginia northern people. Some of you North Carolinas too, Tennessee.
Yep.
Gotta
Especially in the mountains.
Got to start getting the hay. Got to start getting the straw. You got to make sure that if you use a snow machine, if it's working and everything's primed and pumped and ready to go. Make sure if you're a trapper, it's time to start getting those traps out. Looking at them, as everybody set them all. They all functioning. Any of your chains got a kink in the, not a kink, but a bend in the link, a chip in the link, anything that could make that canine pull loose, pull free. It's time to start to do a lot of that stuff that maybe at the end of trapping season you were frustrated with trapping season, you didn't do your preventative maintenance then, you just got frustrated and
there's Washington Outdoorsman.
Throw your traps in the corner. It's time to get them out. If you got new ones, it's hardcore time. They should have been out already, getting rusty, so that way they can take the black walnut or the logwood, dip or dye, whatever it is that you use to do that.
And people are saying rock salt for walkways, de-icer for your cars. Don't forget your vehicles, and if you have a tractor or any equipment that you need to keep winterized over the winter.
Time to stock up. Now's a good time to go ahead and flush your cooling system on your vehicle and make sure it's got the proper antifreeze and stuff in there. Same way with tractors. You know, some of you guys are looking for your first frost already. It's probably time to go ahead and drain the gas and the oil out of your lawnmowers. Get them put up for the winter. Same way with weed whackers and
drain the gas. Teresa said drain your gas on everything. Yep. Karina said I've got my snowshoes up on the wall ready for winter.
Yep. You guys that are in heavy blizzard territory, I know one of the tricks that you guys use, like from Little House, is you got a line that runs from house to whatever building you need to get to your barn. Is that line in good condition? You know, people like Grandpa's farm, I don't even begin to know. Grandpa's farm is probably busy out the wazoo right now, making sure everything's
getting everything ready to go,
stocked up, locked up, good to go. He's getting his greenhouses secure. I think he made mention in his live stream that he's got to make sure that they're squared away and okay. The same way with his critters.
Grizz said my idea of getting ready for winter is making sure the cellar is stocked with plenty of whiskey.
That too.
Do we use trail cams?
Because I know you use them for medicinal purposes.
Okay, question, do we use trail cams when deer hunting?
No.
No.
No. And this is probably my trapper coming out. I just look for the signs. And then I go put my stand up. You know, it's not above me. I have a climber that I just put it on my pack with my day pack, or on my back, and put my day pack in the front like I'm getting ready to jump out of an airplane. And I go to where I need to go and set up.
Bond Kellum. That's not Mike, is it?
What?
007 Kellum. Is that?
I think that's Mike.
It's her son. No. Is my son. Awesome. That is so cool. That's Tara's son.
Oh. Y'all got me kind of emotional today.
Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Grandpa said he uses trail cams to watch trespassers.
That's a good thing to do.
Using a cam is a sure way to get it stolen. Yep. Use trail cams for protection. Yeah, a lot of people are going that route because they don't have to run it constantly. It'll just, you know.
Now, I thought about getting some just to get the footage of, like, when a beaver is working one of my sets. You know, or a coyote's working one of the sets, just to get it on film. Just to be able, because that, for a trapper, that type of footage is worth millions. Because you learn so much by watching these critters work that set, and then whether or not you caught it or not.
So Jay Wallace said bow season is October 1st. We have September 11th.
Woo.
So
I'm not so salty no more. You gotta wait till October 1st.
No cam, security reasons. So Wayne said that he Wayne said that he stores up on fat to get ready for winter. He's always thinking ahead.
You know, Wayne admitted to me that he likes to just say random stupid stuff to watch your reaction.
Really?
Yep, and then to watch me react to you. He said he loves it when he gets you so bad and I do this.
Okay, so Tara said my son has a dash cam and it comes in handy a lot of times. Saved him a ticket once when a construction worker falsely accused him of running a stoplight.
So, back to getting ready for winter. So we talked about getting stocked up on firewood for those that heat with wood.
Right.
We talked about wrapping your pipes for your water and making sure that your pump house is good to go, secure, insulated. Right. Also, another thing, make sure you got your outlet in there that you can, or your
oh yeah,
fixture for your light.
Yeah, because up here we don't heavily insulate. I mean, we will when we rebuild, but a lot of the pump houses around here, they're above ground. They don't bury anything. It's all above ground and everything's ready to go.
Well, we do bury the water line.
Right, the water line. But what ends up happening is a lot of us will just put a heat lamp in there to keep it from freezing.
Well, I'm pretty sure the people that are getting like minus 35 are probably putting a heat lamp out there too. But we talked about insulating the pipes. Okay, we talked about we touched on your hay and your straw for your critters. For those of you that do a lot of rotating pasture stuff, if you put some of your critters like your rabbits, some chickens, and a pig in a hoop house, now's the time to start building your hoop houses to get ready, especially for you guys that are expecting a frost in any day. So jealous. What else is there?
A good question is, how many cords of wood do you need to make it all winter? In each area it's different.
Yeah, each area is different, because like me, depending on the winter, you'll probably get away with like half a cord.
Right.
You know, but if see, we usually get hammered until like February. It's been multiple years that we have gotten snow and ice on Valentine's Day.
Right.
You know, and that's the tail end of trapping season, and that's, you know, one of the main reasons I go ahead and I stock up on it, because by then I'm running wide open with traps, and I'll have critters stacked up to the roof, and we're out there real late skinning and fleshing.
Susan says up in Maine they use 10 cords a year.
I believe
Washington
that.
says they use 8 cords a year. Old Ways New Time says when we lived in Florida, our pipes froze once and defrosted them with a blow dryer.
So, who was in Maine? Old Times New Ways?
That's Susan Carmichael.
Susan, what part of Maine are you in? Didn't she answer that before?
Probably.
Can't remember.
One of the other things that was said is making sure you get ready to start laying down, if you're gonna lay down fertilizer for your spring stuff, to do that, or compost or whatever you're gonna do.
If your leaves have already started to fall and hit the ground, I suggest you can start leaf mold. You start your bags for leaf mold, or you could just, like what we do, because we do the lasagna back to Eden garden method, is when they start to fall here, they're not it's still green, but when they start to fall in like 6 months from now, I'll take my backpack blower and I'll blow them all up onto the garden. And then I'll wet them real heavy. And then I'll cover them with another light covering of wood chips.
Right.
And then I let that sit till spring, and then we go right in and plant. Yes, so if you're done gardening for the year, it's definitely time to go in and do any maintenance on any raised beds.
Wow.
Your garden bed.
She said she's at the very end of I-95. If you go past our house, it's about a mile to the Canadian border.
How far is that from Bangor,
Maine.
The reason why I'm asking is I'm trying to locate one of my best friends from the Marine Corps. It's like he just disappeared. I don't know if he died in Iraq or if he's home. What? He just like disappeared. He's not on any social media or anything. And I'm trying to find him.
120 miles north. Okay. So, alright, so, Tara says she just leaves her garden stuff that she's cut down in the garden and then puts the chips on it and then it's composted in place. Absolutely.
Yep, that's a good thing to do too.
Yeah. Bass Family Haven was saying that they still get snow around Easter time. They said egg hunting is not a sport around here with a backdrop of white with the colored eggs.
That's funny.
When did you get out of the Marines? Homesteading with Dutch wants to know.
2002.
Teresa said, have you tried Veterans Affairs? They can help you find him. Never thought to ask. So we might try that.
I mean, I don't know how he could just disappear because he was an ugly man. Hairy too.
Ooh, Colorado. Tara said they had snow in May. Yeah, I was watching Dirt Patch. She went over to, what was the other girl's name? I can't think of. But they went over there and they were talking about they had frost in July.
I don't even want to. No, I don't even want to talk. I don't want to talk about it because you won't let us move anywhere cold. It is. It's just getting to the point, at least for this guy. It's just getting to the point where it's just a little bit too hot down here. You know, so I'm gonna have to probably invest in some of those quick-growing tall shrubs. Put them all the way around my property.
My thing is between your back and leg issues, Grandpa's calling us wimps.
Calling
just
you
me,
a wimp.
not you.
Calling you a wimp.
But I just with the.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
I have bad knees. I have arthritis.
La 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 la.
I just yeah.
She doesn't want me to beam her with a snowball. That's what it is. Because she knows every time she'd come out of the house, I would be hiding somewhere.
Yeah. Living on a dime, they said when they were in Idaho, they used to have snow on 4th of July.
See, that is so awesome.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Yes, Grandpa, I know. I'm a wimp. I got it. I know I'm a wimp. I was really, really dumb when I was a teenager. Let's just put it that way, and I'm going to pay for it for the rest of my life. So, anyway.
So, we talked all about the critters. Okay. Also,
Amanda says the humidity's worse on her rheumatoid arthritis than the cold. That's something to think about.
I've been trying to tell her that it's not.
And of course,
cold,
Susan says what you said. You can put enough clothes on to stay warm, but it's illegal. It's not illegal to take off enough to stay cool.
Thank you.
So yeah,
that's what I've been saying for years.
Joe Duke is in from the UK. That's cool.
Good eye, Mike. No, that's down. That's down under. Sorry, that's
wrong.
That's your sister country.
That was really wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, you have two kinds of snow or cold.
Chips.
You have the ones that are fun and the others like hitting with rocks. So, yeah, I have a hard idea of what it would be like to.
Well, I wouldn't throw a snowball out of that had rocks in it. Come on. Maybe a sticky bush.
Yeah. Deep South is here. Hey guys.
Hey, Deep South.
They just got in from feeding their animals. Let's see. I'll take the cold over the heat, but the cold rain really gets. See, that's the thing. I have that problem.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. So
I would keep you warm. But anyway.
All right, Southern Alabama. We got Colorado. I love Colorado. Just the idea.
So we got Colorado, Maine, Idaho.
Alabama.
No, stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
North of the Mason-Dixon line.
I'm sorry.
Folks that know what the white stuff. Okay, this is how I'm gonna say
Don't eat yellow snow.
If you know how to drive in the snow,
raise your hand.
Raise your hand. And I don't want to see not one person from the South that's been in the South all your life raising your hand, because
I know.
that's a farce.
I know.
Because trust me when I tell you, some folks in Georgia.
You'll die. Teresa said me. Kitty's Homestead, Susan, Melody, Doc. There's a lot. Snow ice cream. We get no snow, yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. I know how to drive in it. Raised in Wisconsin. Lived in Germany and Virginia. I've been in Virginia, not Germany. Snow tornadoes. Holy cow.
See, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so all you folks that had your hand raised up, have we missed anything? Because see, we don't got to do a lot down here. Have we missed anything? Let me rephrase. What are some things that you guys do different to prepare for winter that we necessarily in the South don't do? Like, I know a lot of you guys have the that thermal stuff in your floor, that the piping.
The heating in the floor.
That heats the floor. I know. Is there any type of preparation that you have to get ready for that? A lot of you guys.
Chains on tires. I
Chains
know
on
about
tires.
That.
I was going to say that.
The fun one is, I was listening to Grandpa talk the other night. Yeah, radiant floor heating is what. Yeah. They put like spikes on their tires or something. He said they have special.
He's in Alaska.
I know, but he just said they just slip and slide around there. But I was amazed to hear what he was saying about how.
You know, one of the things that I like that he said, that he brought up, is about how that with the sled dogs and how humane it was. I was so glad that he said that and brought that up. That was good, Grandpa.
So one of the things they're saying, make sure you keep a blanket in your car. Food supply, make sure you got food supply. A bag of concrete in the back of the truck for weight.
Oh,
for weight. Yeah, so you don't. Yeah. Emergency supplies in the vehicles.
Okay, let's stop right there for a second. Wait for the delay. Now, when we change Mama's get home bag here, probably in the next month or so, we'll change it out. We don't really change much though, except for the maybe a different set. Instead of her having just a set of BDU bottoms that are more comfortable for her to walk in, it'll go to an insulated lined pair of pants. And that's really all about that.
Wool socks. I'll change out my socks.
That's right. You won't wear wool socks here.
In the summer.
So she'll put her wool socks in, which I tell her she needs to have them in there all the time, but she don't believe me. But what are some things now? She has about let's just round it and say about a 10-mile hike. So she'd get home within 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, a few hours.
So with that being said, that her get home bag is not really heavy. It's got a lot of water. It's got a couple of little fruit snack bars.
Snacks, yeah, because I don't need days worth of food, right?
And a couple pairs of socks.
In the winter, I'll have my fleece blanket.
Yes.
My fleece blanket will go with me.
What? Because I know you guys up there, especially up there in Maine and Colorado and everything like that.
Yeah.
That's almost like a given. What else do you guys put in your...
One thing they said is that lots of layers needed for a 4 or 5 hour hike in the winter. Long johns, hot hands. A lot of people we were talking about the concrete, and one thing that Grandpa said is concrete or the cement bags they can get messy. Will and testament. One thing they're saying is planks or wood. Grandpa puts just wood in the back of his truck because it's good for traction, and also keep him hot if he needs to, you know. Muck boots are great. A Snuggie.
Wow, people really use that Snuggie thing?
I used to make them. Remember, I made a really cool one that one time. It was pretty neat. Let's see. We only have like 7 minutes.
I know. Pine
cones are good for what? Pine cones are good for that too. Face masks.
Really? You did not just say what are pine cones good for?
What? I'm not. Just put the cow in the back of the truck. What? What?
Don't even talk to me.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You just said, well, what are pine cones for? Why would you put pine cones in there?
In where?
In there with their car for their get home.
Oh. Because I don't know. hot mama to snuggle with is always a good idea.
I got one of those.
Traction and fuel starters. Okay, yeah. Candle for heat if you get stranded. Toilet paper. I always make my kids ride in the back.
But I think that's interesting. You know, I mean, I had my cold weather training in the Corps, and all my survival training and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And it's always interesting to ask that question. Mm-hmm. Because now here's my other $1 million question. For, let's just say, a 10-mile hike, how much water should you have? 1 gallon? 2 gallons? A couple of 8-ounce bottles?
I don't know. You said for 10 miles? For my trek.
Yeah, for your trek.
And now, this is the thing, guys. It's going to be different for different people. If you're going to be walking by a water source, that might be different, in my opinion. If you're not going to be walking over a water source or near a water source that's going to be readily accessible, then that number to me would change.
Well, up there, they're going to be walking on their water source.
Right, and that's true too. Okay. Kitty says a gallon is way too much weight, but if you're only walking 10 miles,
Remember, this is about survival, not comfort anymore.
Water in your vehicle usually freezes, right? How much water? Until your pee is clear. 32-ounce bottle and have a water filter. Well, now guys, it's not always freezing here. Different places, different things. For me, it's going to depend on whether it's freezing or not.
Mama will carry...
Okay, Bumblebee says walking speed of 4 miles an hour. That's 2.5 hours. I'd say a juice box will cover it. No water, melt the snow. Right, but a lot of times we don't have...
Yeah, but if you're in a situation where you don't have snow...
Right, like with us. What time of year? In the wintertime,
In the wintertime.
Guys. Can't eat snow for water. You would freeze to death up here. That's in Maine. Amanda says 8.64 pounds of water gets heavy after a couple of miles. Only 10 miles, huh? Look, you say that, but I mean, again, y'all don't know us. So, I mean, I walk back and forth from the back part of my pasture to the front part of my pasture a couple of times a day, 2-3 times a week. And then I'm walking the length of a football field several times a day out in the heat. So that's not that bad. Okay, so Wayne is saying 4 miles an hour. What is this, a sprint?
He wasn't talking about fat boy speed.
Right.
You like me, it's going to take us a little bit longer to get home. But that's okay.
Right.
Of course, we probably going to stop and fish along the way, too.
Make a snow woman to keep you warm.
You guys, believe it or not, for that amount in the wintertime, you're going to need about a gallon of water. Easy. And that, again, that depends on your level of physical fitness, how used you are to walking, what else you've got in that pack. You figure 8 pounds is nothing in a get-home bag when you've only got to do 10 miles. That should be the majority of your weight, because in 10 miles, you figure the average is not 4 miles in an hour. It's about three, maybe 3.5, closer to 3. So,
Grandpa says we also say cotton kills. Never wear cotton in the winter. Wear wool. Yep, that's why I change over.
Now, Grandpa, don't answer this because I know you know. But why is that? Why would you want to change from cotton to wool? Now, while you guys are thinking about that, I'm going to keep on talking. If you're going to be toting what? Let's just be generous and say that the gallon of water weighs the 8 pounds. You're going to be drinking it, so it's going to be as you're walking and getting tired, that's going to be getting lighter. But what else for a 10-mile track do you really need in your bag except for a couple of extra pairs of socks, a couple of snacks, maybe a firearm to scare somebody off, and that's it. Because when the crap hits the fan, you're going to recognize that the crap has hit the fan, and you're going to start walking. Oop, it's 7 o'clock. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Hey, we got to go.
We gotta go.
Going over to DV Homestead. Thanks for coming by.
Sorry, DV.
Sorry, DV. Y'all get on over there. Thanks for coming by. Check out the homesteadnetwork.com. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.